So for today's video, I will share you how to get a Japanese driver's license. And also I will share some tips and tricks and what I actually did for me to be able to get my driver's license in just one try. Driving for almost 3 years now. So it's already been quite a long time, but I have been receiving a lot of messages from my friends asking me how did I get my driver's license? What are the process for applying? How was the written exam? How was the practical exam? How was it hard to get it? How did you manage to pass the exams? What did you do? All those same questions and all the same answers. So I decided to just vlog it so I could also help other foreigners who are planning to drive here in Japan. There are actually two ways to get a driver's license. The first one is you have to go to driving school, which is very, very expensive. It will cost you 300,000 yen. Yes, I know, right? It's very expensive. That is why I didn't go to driving school. So I did the second option, which is the Gaimen Kirikae. Gaimen Kirikae is by switching your local license to Japanese driver's license. Though my case was quite different because I am from Philippines and my license was in Oman from where I worked before, and I drove there for almost 3 years. So when I went to the driving center and I asked them if I can use that license and switch it into Japanese license, and I got so lucky because they accepted it and they just told me to just submit the required documents, which I will also share with you in this video. Though they required me additional document which is Unten Menkyo Shomeisho. It is the certificate of driver's license, which I got it from the Embassy of Oman located in Tokyo. But first, here are the list of the countries who are exempted with the written and practical exam as of 2020. So if you possess a driver's license issued in one of the following countries, then congratulations! You just have to go to the driving center in your place and tell them that you want to switch your license to Japanese license. Just pay the bill. They will take a picture of you right at that moment. Wait for some time while they're printing your card, and that's it. Anyway, for those who are not included, don't worry, I will tell you some tips and cheats to pass your driving test. Alright, the first requirement that you need to provide is your original valid driver's license. Remember, it should be valid. The second one is the official translation of your license, where you can get it from JAF. As I remember, I paid 3,000 yen for this. The third one is very important, is your passport. Because from your passport, they will cross-check your driving history, means passport should prove that you lived or you stayed for 60 days from the moment you got your license. This is actually here in Miyagi, and I am not sure in other prefecture because I heard they required 90 days or 100 days. So double check with that first before you apply, because if you don't have the required days, then it's either you go back to your country where you got your license or go to driving school, which is a no-no. Alright, the fourth is your Zyro card or your residence card. I know everyone already knew this card, so I don't need to explain it. So the fifth one is the official copy of your Juminhyo or your family register, which you can get it from your local ward office, and I'm not sure, this costs 300 yen. And six is the money, which the average cost is 5,000 yen. But in my case, it cost me ichimang or 10,000 yen total for written and practical tests. So prepare at least nimang or 20,000 yen to be sure. The seventh is the Japanese speaker or your translator. Believe me, if you are fluent in Japanese, you can read and write kanji, then you alone is enough. But if not, drag your Japanese friend with you, because I remember when I was applying, they told me, if you don't know Japanese, then I'm sorry, we cannot accommodate you. I know, right? I know, they're very strict. So, my God, I can still remember.
It's over and done, but the heartache lives on.
We're done with the requirements, so let's proceed now with the tips and cheats. Okay guys, the tips which I will tell you right now, you have to make it very obvious. Obvious means you show the tester that you are really doing it. Like, hey tester, I'm doing this. But don't tell the tester, okay? Just show the tester. Alright, for the first tip, which I also did, is squatting. I know guys, I know that you are confused right now and thinking, why should I squat? But hear me first, because this is very effective, I promise you. You go to the back of the car, squat down, and check if there's any animal or obstacles under the car. And do the same thing in the front. Then walk to the side next to the sidewalk, and then check the traffic around the car, and same with the other side. Now gently open the door of the car and do it as gentle as possible. Don't ever do a full swing. Now you get into the car, leave at least 15 centimeter open, and look back and check for the traffic, and then close the door and then lock it. Now that you're inside the car, the first thing you need to do is give your documents to the tester, and then greet and say your name. Although they already know your name, but still it's nice to greet and say your name. So at least do that. Now after greeting the tester, now what you will do, you adjust your seat whichever is comfortable for you, and then buckle up, and then adjust the mirrors, the rear mirror, the side mirrors. Then check the gear and make sure that it is P and the emergency brake is on. When you start the car, hit the brake, change the gear to D, release the emergency brake, and make sure it's all the way down. Then before you start moving, you say hajimemasu. It means that I'm starting now. So check the mirrors means the side mirrors, the rear mirror, and then before you move, turn on the right signal, and then check for the traffic over the right shoulder and slowly start moving. So drive as usual and follow the tester's instruction. And don't drive too fast or overconfident. Overconfident means like, okay, you're driving in one hand, you're slouching, and then you're very relaxed. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, because the tester will think that you are a reckless driver. Okay, let's go with the parking. After the driving test, the instructor or the tester will ask you to park the car. So when you park the car, check the traffic from the rear mirror first, and then give the left signal. Check the left side mirror and then stop the car close to the curb, at least 30 to 50 centimeters. Then the front of the car should be aligned with the number plate. Now change the gear to P, and then pull the emergency brake and switch off the car. So here are some additional tips for you. So the mirrors. So whenever you check the mirrors, always say yosh. For them, this means yes, it's clear. Like for example, okay, I checked the rear mirror. I checked the side mirrors. Okay, yosh. Like, I'm okay. Like, it's okay to cross now. So intersections. Pay attention to the diamonds in the middle of the intersection or the triangle marks. Don't drive over them. Drive slowly and make sure your tires don't cross the white markings on the floor. And then tip number 3, during the test, pretend that you are checking for the bikes. But please, do it for real once you drive on the real road. Keep checking on the mirrors whenever you make a turn. There won't any bikes on the driving test, but share the road at all times once you get your license. Alright, those are the tips and the cheats that I wanted to share to you. And my advice is, release your inner court and drive slowly. Slowly and carefully. There's no such thing as too much care and worry. You might find checking and squatting under the car, extensive mirror checking, opening and closing the door very slowly. I know, you might find it very silly, but that's what matters with the tester. The tester is checking your driving skills. So, at least be patient. So that's it for today's video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe in our channel, and click the bell button so you will be notified on our future uploads. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone!